Yay.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
How are you?
Evening.
Yes, evening
yes.
to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. How are you doing?
Okay.
Good. John, can I just say that red top is making your red face look even redder?
Can I just say, oh no, it doesn't matter. You already know you're an asshole.
Yes, I do. Thank you for that. Yeah. So, sorry, we're a couple of seconds late. Our Australian correspondent was having some technical difficulties.
Mm.
John, are you hearing us through your speakers or through your headphones?
Headphones.
Gotcha.
Ah.
Cool. I was just because you were listening through the speakers before, and I was wondering why have you still got your headphones in if you're listening through the speakers?
Anyway, it's all sorted.
The fundraiser closed at midnight last night, UK time, and the final total was £1,410 that was raised for Malls of Heroes to buy some tools for them. So what we've done is at 10:30 this morning, I donated the money to Malls of Heroes and let Malcolm know. So that money is now ring fenced by Malls of Heroes, so it can't be spent on anything other than tools.
Wonderful.
Which allows M4H to work with businesses and different organisations to get as many tools as possible out of the money, which is better than what we could have done just buying them. So did it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've put a picture of the receipt on Facebook, on my Facebook page, and on the Discord Discord server as well. So yeah, there we go. All done and dusted. Thank you to everyone who's donated and everyone who's supported it and promoted it. It is greatly appreciated, and it's going to do a lot of good. Especially as John knows. Me and John know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It'll help some good people. So, should we go through the chat? Or have you been working on anything over like today, John?
So what I've been working on the last couple of days is we've got two things on the go. This is the FX 148 scale Bristol Bulldog. So the nose of it is being painted in AK's extreme metal polished aluminium. And that's all taped up now, so I don't get to rub it off and all that sort of stuff with fingers, because it can do that. And this evening it's going to be, the rest of it's going to be painted. I haven't decided whether it's going to be AK Extreme Metal flat aluminium or LP11 Tamiya silver. Need to decide. The other thing that's on the go is the Eduard 148 scale Hawker Tempest Mark II. That's been, let's see, I've redone the top and bottom. So I couldn't tell the difference between ocean grey and medium sea grey before. As it turns out, I was using the same paint twice. One was Mr. Colour and one was Mr. Hobby Aqueous. But they were, that's why I couldn't tell the difference, because they were the same shade. So that's been addressed. I've also painted black on the inside of the trailing edges there. It comes with masks, which I've placed down. So I painted those black, put the masks down, and then I'll redo that grey, and that'll be the walkways on each side for the entering exit cockpit and maintenance and everything else. So
2 seconds, John. Martin said, I don't appear to have any sound on TV, phone, PC, or tablet. Can everyone else hear us? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear.
Make sure you haven't pressed the mute button. There's normally like a sound mute button next to like where it says live.
Yeah, you could have sounds fine. Yeah, cool. So you might have the auto mute switched on YouTube. Yeah. Sorry, carry on, John.
And once the black has been redone in ocean grey, I have acquired a top-notch mask set. This is for a Tempest, Typhoon but it's much the same sort of like outline of wing sort of shape and everything else. I'll use this as a basis for the other one. Tempest Typhoon is much, slightly different wing thickness, but it's much the same wing shape and everything else. So that'll be a guide. That's all I need. And the beer of choice tonight is Teakson's Old Peculiar, because I was in the shower this morning. I looked down and I thought, well, that's old and that's peculiar. So it made me think of that. So I went off and bought one of those.
Excellent.
So I'm gonna be chewing that down because it's a lovely dark beer.
I like brown ale.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I like Newcastle Brown.
That's what we call the local turds.
Oh, God, it's not even 12 o'clock yet, John.
Not for us, anyway.
Yes. Well, it's not for him either, because it's not midnight yet.
No. Good now. That's me. I'll potter on with those.
Cool. Have you done any modelling, Tiff, since yesterday?
No, but Sonic started his Sherman tank last night.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Do show.
Yeah, I'll put some pictures up a bit later.
Okay.
Because it's on the other side of the room and I can't be bothered to stand up and get it.
I don't blame you. Right. We've had some comments already. Quite a few comments. So, Columbus says, 4th comment. Okay. Excellent. I don't know what the first 3 were. So
I was first, I believe.
Probably.
Hang on. Because I took a screenshot to prove I was first. So give me a second. Oh, where is it?
Yeah, they must have gone. Anyway, cool. On to the next one.
Yeah, let's go right. Well, there we go.
Dieter says, anyone else seeing no notification button? Ooh. Oh, is YouTube going crazy today or something?
I think so.
Duke says, good day, all you beautiful people. I'm back 35 hours of driving with my daughter from Perth to Shepperton. 4 days in a car. I don't know how truckies do it.
That's a bloody long drive. Got some Nullarbor.
You're doing better off flying, mate. Probably would have been cheaper as well.
Needs a car.
Yeah. Scott says, I'm not counting, just going to say good day. Excellent. Morgie's in. Hello, son. He says 5th.
Not quite.
Bless you, buddy. Well, technically he's 5th on StreamYard, so he's not wrong.
True.
Well done, son. Nice to know you're enjoying your day off and watching us on YouTube. He's finished school now for Christmas.
Yeah.
Julie says, sorry, go on.
Because that's going to be fun around here.
Yeah.
Parks are just going to be full of kids.
Well, Morgan's supposed to be coming to ours tonight, so I'm hoping he's going to bring his Xbox so I can play
the flight simulator.
Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 with him. John, shake your paint above the camera, mate. That looks so wrong. Yeah, just make sure you haven't got the glass bottles.
Skiing.
Julie said morning, evening, all. Athol says, welcome back, Duke. Hi, Scott, Julian, and Columbus Models. Athol, morning to our host and whoever is on panel. Hello, Athol. Lovely to have you with us. Julian says, new keyboard, so any typos are entirely my own homegrown incompetence. Laugh out loud. Put it down to getting used to new equipment, shall we, Julian? And he says, hi, Athol. Athol says, you said it, Jay. Kieran, morning, girl. Julian, morning, Kieran. Kieran, hi, Julian. Scott says, hi, Athol. Morgie says, hi. Hello, buddy. Sonic, oi, oi.
Hello.
Oi, oi. Tiffany says, morning,
Oi, oi.
folks. Ian, welcome back, and good day, Duke. Jim, good morning to all from a dark and cold and windy Chicago. Hello, Jim. He says, good morning, Modmin.
Morning.
Julian says, good morning, Mikey and Tiff, and good evening, John. Hello.
Julian?
Hello.
Pleasure as always, old boy. Jim says, good morning to all the usual suspects in chat. And good morning to Mr. Mikey and Mr. Marley. Hello. Scott says, John's using ESPN. Jim says, good morning, Sonic, and morning, Jim. Penny says, morning, guys. Apologies for missing yesterday's stream. That's not a problem. Real life gets in the way. That's
Yeah,
how it should be.
streams aren't mandatory.
No. Anything was watching back. Although I did notice we didn't have quite as many likes on yesterday's stream as what we normally would.
Oh.
But we had more than the usual viewers.
Strange.
So who's not pressed the like button? Sonic says, hey, Julian. Scott says, good day, Jim. Julian, hi, Penny. Sonic, it happens, Penny. I've missed a bunch. Yeah, it's because you're usually in bed. Kieran says, congratulations. Kieran says, congratulations on the M4H fundraiser, Mikey. A tremendous effort and great results. Yes. Fantastic, isn't it?
Mm.
We're very proud of the members and the subscribers and other contributors. Penny says, currently printing paint racks, such a boring job. 3 racks takes 7 hours, and I need 50 in total. Big God.
Wow.
I'd have just waited until you moved, Penny.
Yeah.
Less for you to pack as well.
Yes. Jim says, hey there to Julian, Callum, Duke, Ian, Scott, Kieran, and Athol. Penny, and that's just for my army painters. Yeah.
Wow.
She's gonna have a room just surrounded by racks. Kieran says, hi, Jim. Penny, hey, Julian. Julian, ESPN, extremely silly podcast now. Dominic's in. Good afternoon. Hello, Dom-de-dom-de-dom.
Hi, Dom.
Dumb.
Dum dum dum.
Sonic says, hey, Dom.
Dum.
Julian, afternoon, Dom. Penny, hi, Dom. Martin, I don't appear to have sound on TV, phone, PC, or tablet. Hopefully that's rectified now. Jim says, Duke, how was your tour of Australia? Dominic, afternoon, Penny. Scott, I would like that kit, John the Bulldog.
So far, it's really nice. Yeah. I've got a mate of mine who's building exactly the same one. In fact, he sent me photos of his build in progress, and I donated him a set. I've got the aftermarket set for extra decal because I'm doing Douglas Bader's one that he crashed. So he said, oh, I'd love to do 19s for it. And I said, well, I've got one of those. So it's the one at the bottom has been handed over to him. So he'll be doing that one.
Excellent.
His name's Beast is his nickname. So ex-Rafi as well, ex-warrant officer.
Yeah. Jim says, hello, Martin and Dom. Julian, hey, Martin. Dom, hi, Jim and Martin. Kieran's sound is fine. Penny, I can hear all 3 of you. Jim, coming through 555. Scott, yes. Julian, yes, I can hear you all fine. Penny, even the very interesting, knowledgeable John. That's an interesting name for a
Penny,
toilet.
thank you.
That sounded very sarcastic.
Duke says, good day, Jim. I hate driving long distances. Ha ha ha. Scott, damn the games we could have had. Julian, would a mute on YouTube affect all the devices?
No.
If you got your YouTube channel set to mute on autoplay or whatever, there is a setting for it, and it sets everything to mute, no matter what device you're on that account with that account. And until you press unmute, it doesn't play the sound. There we go. Martin says, not in Stoke-on-Trent it isn't. I'll go reset my router, see if it makes any difference. Oh. Tiffany, reminder, don't forget we'll be live on Christmas Eve at 7:30 p.m. with Malcolm. He wants to say thanks for the fundraiser by giving you an opportunity to get to know him and do some modelling with him. My speed reading is getting so much better. Scott says, yes, Duke, how far are you now? He's home now. Jim says, Duke, are there any short distances in Australia? No. Even to get to John's bathroom, he has to walk half a mile in his millionaire's mansion. Julian says, Duke, having withdrawal symptoms from watching people sleep? Duke says, a short distance is only 5 hours, Jim. Julian, Jim, short is relative. Who are you calling a short relative? Martin, it must be my router because got sound on 4G. Oh, there you go. How strange.
That is weird.
Jim says, Duke, laughing face. Scott, Duke was driving from Perth, West Australia to Shepparton, Victoria.
Washington.
Yeah.
The other one.
Duke says, Julian, I'm going to have to video myself now. Who wants to watch? Oh dear God.
Oh my God.
Jim says, I received my notification per usual for today's show. Excellent. That's actually a good point. If you are subscribed and you do enjoy watching these streams, don't forget to hit the notification bell and set it to all so that way you'll get notified when we go live.
Mm-hmm.
George says, approximately 74th comment, morning all. Hello, George. Timmy is in. He says, good day, folks. Hello, Timmy.
Timbo.
Jim, hello, Timothy. Athol, morning, Jim, George, Kieran, Tiff, Sonic, Martin, and Mr. Marley.
Morning, Apple.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah. Penny says, I'll accept your excuse that life gets in the way, but to be honest, the truth was that I just couldn't be bothered getting up.
Fair enough.
Given that you work nights a lot of the time, that's fine. We'll let you off. Jim says, please press the like button, you all. Or if I want to say it like an American, y'all.
Y'all.
Y'all. Athol says, hi there, Penny. And hello, Dom. Penny says, to be fair, the racks fit nicely in the box and will keep them neater in the packing packs. Plus, because my move has been delayed by a few weeks, I need something to do while I'm surrounded by boxes. Yeah. What better thing to do than to fill them up? Penny says, hi, Athol. Sonic says, hey, Athol. Julian says, Barder's Bulldog was slightly later model, a 2A, not the 2 that Airfix released. Difference is the engine, apparently. There we go. So you're wrong, John. IC research has proved you wrong.
Okay, there we go. How about that? So, yeah, each of the schemes on this set are for Bulldog Mark II A's. Yeah. I would imagine. Oh,
So you weren't
Crystal
wrong.
Bulldog Mark II. No, this kit is a Mark II. So, yeah, I'll just follow the sheet.
The only difference is the engine, then what does it matter?
Well, the only difference is probably just the Huck starter attachment or something or other on the spinner. Who cares?
It's fired with a button instead of a shotgun shell or something.
Oh, no, it'll be a truck pulling up to the spinner and driving it with a belt. A Huck's starter.
Yeah.
Maybe. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Contrary to popular belief.
Yeah.
Timmy.
Jim says Stoke-on-Trent, I believe that is the birthplace of Ian Kilmister, aka Lemmy of Motorhead. Yes.
Okay.
Kilmeister. Sonic says, Timmy. Kieran says, hi, Athol. Julian, I'm a short relative, Mikey. Looking up to tell a 6-year-old niece to behave is a pain in the proverbial. Martin says, there's some weird stuff going here. Using my son's login, I have volume, but not on my premium YouTube account. Oh, that it could be YouTube Premium though, because it's a different part of YouTube.
Paying that money.
Email. Duke says, Mikey, I sleep in the nude. It's so hot that I sometimes don't have the sheet over me. Dude, bear in mind, I've seen dead bodies. The last thing I want to picture. Oh. The last thing I want to picture is that slab of meat on the lay on the bed.
Old peculiar.
The cage just come in looking very lovely and nicely dressed. Morgan's on as well. He's watching.
Because I told him he's got to come down.
Dom says hi.
Hello, Dom.
Sonic says, sounds like you need to bring her down to size, Julian. Julian says she's 20 now, Sonic. Oh, so you come up to her knee then. Sonic says, oh, geez. Dieter, quickly popping in, packing for my journey to France. I shared some photos on Discord where the icebreaker is at. Love you all and wish you all a very blessed Yuletide Merry Christmas.
Oh,
And to you and Nia as well, mate. Love to both. Mwah. Joe says, hi, Ethel. Sonic says, hey, Hagrid. He says, letting the stream run while getting the last stuff sorted.
And Merry Christmas to your daughter too, Peter. Yeah, and yeah, I'll speak to you before Christmas, I hope.
Yeah, very clever young lady. Dieter says, greetings, Sonic. Jim says, Mikey, FYI, not all of us in the States say y'all the same way. Some pronounce it as the Aussies say good day. Some enunciate both words. All depends on what region of the country. Yeah, I know. But it's just like the way Americans stereotype British English. We stereotype American English.
Yeah. So yeah, Aussies tend to say use, as in, can I help use? How are yous? And it grates me every time I hear it. I just think, if you're a store greeter, can I help yous? I just want to, you can learn the Queen's or the King's English.
I am three people, you see. Julian says, Duke, I did not need that image. Now I need Y-Wall to scrub my brain. Yeah. Kaylee walked in and heard it and said, I hope he hasn't got his willy out. Duke says, Mikey, so have I, and I used to be a butcher, and I've worked in the operating theatre too. Yeah, it's not nice, is it, dude? That horrible waxy feely under the hands. That's what bodies feel like when they're freshly deceased. It's like touching warm wax that's past, when the wax is still warm and soft, but it's not melted. That's what it feels like. Dieter says, Julian, try some MP2.
Because the bodies I'm used to, my fridge is full of them right now, but they're usually a lot colder.
Yeah. And they're not waxy.
No, they're just sort of blue.
Yeah.
Give me a cold look.
If you pressure brake your artery there and just hold it for a few seconds, it cuts off the circulation to your arm and your hand will actually start going waxy. And that's what it...
Ooh.
Have you ever done that?
Not with Bron in the room, no.
But it's literally killing the circulation to your arm. So effectively your arm is dead until you release it. You just got to make sure you don't do it for too long, otherwise you start building up toxins and that's dangerous. So I absolutely do not condone and recommend anyone trying it without proper supervision. Dieter says, Julian, try some EMP2. And he says, thanks, John. Sonic says, wire brush and Dethel. Dieter, we will try to drop by before or around Christmas, depending on intended schedule, which I still have no idea about. Julian says, yeah, that would do it, Sonic. Dude, I don't think the strongest bleach in the world would get that image out of my head now. Apple says, use our sheep family, females.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you should do. When they say, how are yous, or can I help yous, you go, meh. Duke says, John, I love yous all. Oh, God, that is such a horrible. Ugh.
That's
great.
awful.
Steve says, hi, guys and girls, watching this and wrapping the wife's presents. Been at it a couple of hours and still 12 more to go. Yes, I'm slow and crap at wrapping. Dude, you're a bloke. We're not supposed to be good at wrapping. we're supposed to sort of squish the paper down in a ball around the object and then just wrap it in duct tape or something.
I was going to say, who wrapped my present then? Because that is just covered in duct tape.
See, Kay's really hard to buy for, so I just say to her, tell me what you want, I'll buy it you, and then just wrap it. Because of the treatment that she has, her memory's quite bad, so if she wraps it a month before Christmas, she doesn't know what she's got anymore by the time it comes to Christmas. She's forgotten what she bought. So it makes no difference. I've got a few things that I've got stashed away for her that she doesn't know about. But, so I'll be wrapping them probably this weekend, whilst Morgan runs distraction. And that sounds like the postman. Jim says, use is generally said by folks in the south of Chicago and the south of southeast suburbs. It sounds horrible, and I don't like even saying it.
Yeah.
Great.
There you go. Yeah, it's frustrating.
Sonic says, hey, Steve. June says, EMP, electromagnetic pulse. Dieter says, yep, that EMP. Sonic says, lying on your arm till it goes dead, so it feels like someone else, Mikey. Emoji laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, dear, Sonic. I'll teach you how to do it later, Sonic, so that when you're at home, you don't need to.
I don't need to do that.
Jim says, Steve, good morning to you, mate. Glad you're here. Wishing you and your wife a Merry Christmas. Steve says, thanks, Jim. Hope you and your family have a great one. Benny, Steve, the trick is to put the present in a small box, then put that in a slightly bigger box and repeat it until it's huge. Yeah. Steve says, good idea, Penny. I should have put all the presents in one huge box and wrapped that. Sonic says, the old Russian doll boxing prank. Yes. Julian says, hey, Steve. Penny, another trick I do, if it's a small size present, is to wrap it and make it look like a bottle of wine. Yes. I've done that. I've made it look like other things as well to wind people up. Steve says, hey, Julian, hope you're well.
And that is the end.
Hey, we're doing well.
Hey.
So, Morgan, by the way, are you still watching? If you are, let me know. Oh, Peter's just said.
Oh, hang on.
Just buy a Matryoshka and save you the trouble of wrapping it over and over again. Yes.
Yeah.
Sonic says, good luck making games console look like a bottle of wine. Columbus says, wrap several boxes inside each other, but leave the last one empty if you want some Christmas Day chaos.
Ooh, yeah.
That would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Should we put some... should we let them in? What do we reckon?
Yeah, why not? It's always good.
Yeah, it's Friday. Yeah.
It's Friday.
It's
I'm going to change my camera.
There we go.
I'm going to get up and do a little spray boothing so you'll see my pasty legs again. I do apologise. But...
There you go. It is in the chat. If you want to come up, feel free. You don't have to have your camera on if you don't want to. You can just talk to us. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come up. Unless, of course, you're John, in which case I'm going to hide those pasty legs. Oh, he's got his hose out.
Beg your pardon?
Yes.
See, yours, eh?
Well, it is older and it's got further to hang, hasn't it? Come on, yours are practically on the floor. It's good. That's why you've got concrete floors, so you don't get splinters.
So what is the? Well, go back to the bench. So the options I have for the painted dope, painted linen on the wings and the aft fuselage empennage of the Bristol Bulldog. So the choices I have are either matte aluminium,
Yes.
okay, or just silver. So this is the Tamiya silver. So those two. Should I go for one that's? So what it says in the instructions pretty much is 11 Humbrol, which is silver,
What the hell is that noise?
and
Whoever killed it, thank you.
overall silver dope on fabric services. Silver. So I'll just do LP11A. We'll see how that goes.
Deet says, anyone see the PC rig looking like a frigging V12 engine block with the cylinder heads, even moving to the pulse with the cooling requirements? Nice.
Wow.
Sounds so cool. Morgie says, hi. Hello, son. Morgie, are you coming down tonight, buddy? Me and your mum need to know. If so, bring Microsoft Flight Simulator. I want to see how well you're doing with your flying now. Steve says, go on, Jim, jump in. Duke says, matte aluminium.
Right.
Julian, years ago, my friend's birthday, two of us bought a vinyl single and cassette tape, then used so much wrapping paper, they look like a double album and a VHS tape. Jim, Steve, let's allow others to join in today, mate. Julian, that noise is sounding like audio feedback. Yeah, it did. Morgan, I don't know. I would suggest you do, buddy, because your nan and granddad want to go out, and they need to be able to go out. So you're going to need to come down here, bud.
How far has he got to travel?
So, eh?
How far does Morgs have to travel?
Oh, it's only like a mile and a half. That's what.
Okay.
But his nan and granddad supposed to be going out, and they need some time off.
Sure.
He needs to come down here so we can spend some time with him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Dieter says John's shaking looks weird. Yes. Duke says, John, you do what you want. I think he butt hurt because he said matte aluminium and you said you're going to do it silver.
No, because so my mate, he's done it. His in matte aluminium, and I'll show you how good his is looking. And fact is, I've never actually used LP11 on anything before. I bought it the other day. It's unopened. Actually, I opened it to drop the metal stirrer in, but that's all I've done. So here's. There we go. That's how his is looking. Probably a bit out of focus, but you get the idea.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it is. He's an extremely good modeler. Yeah, so you can see the differentiation between the polished aluminium and the matte aluminium there, and that's pretty much the effect I'm after. So if I use a matte aluminium, it'll, looks great. So yeah, matte aluminium it is. Dookie.
Penny says, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Just been spending the last 5 minutes wondering why the PC went to mute, only to discover it's because I plugged the headphones in.
How to do it.
Yes, they will. Dieter says, John, you know of a scale model of the Australian patrol craft that star in Sea Patrol to exist?
I don't believe so.
The Australian don't make their own things.
We
whether
have.
it's aircraft or models.
We have. We have. Them's fighting words.
Dieter says, been looking to do both versions of HMAS Hammersley one day.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Is that the Australian riverboat cruises?
No, no. Sea Patrol is the God. It was a fictional television series, and the
Oh, right,
Navy
okay.
were in a Senate not commission, but Senate inquiry one day, and the Green senator said, "Well, can you do this?" And they said, "Well, no, we can't do that." Oh, but you do it on Sea Patrol. And they're just going, "Oh, you mean the fictional television series that has no basis on reality?" And she's there backpedaling. I'm just like, yep, she's an idiot.
Jim says, Duke, I think I went to school with a guy named Matt Aluminium.
Bedside table.
Penny says, sorry, what's it?
Sorry, no, I was talking to Sonic. He's asking if I want a cup of tea.
Penny says, may I join
The
for the
answer's
last
always
hour? You can join for as long as you want, lovely.
Speaking of people joining,
Yes, we have Timmy.
Ahoy!
Timmy!
Ooh, and he's got his hair down today. How lovely.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty, oh so pretty.
It suits you.
How
Gives
is everyone?
the other sailors something to hang on to.
Well, you got to make friends somehow.
Well, yeah. Tita says, love that series. Duke says, Jim, ha 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 ha. Scott, the Hawker trainer jets were built here, Mikey. Ah.
Mm.
So you can build something. Dieter says, oops, wrong site. Well, not really.
All the Australian Hornets were built here.
Were they?
Yeah, we build stuff. Yeah, under
You build
license.
them under license.
Yeah, and
There you
added
go.
their own.
According to US law, you don't technically own them then.
No, that's why we had to bury them, because the US wanted them buried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
It's insane, isn't it?
I'm across all that stuff.
Yeah. It's insane, Matt, that even though it's made in Australia, the Australians don't own them because
No,
it's under
fine.
license.
It's literally the price you pay. So,
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah. So all
Penny
the
says, Jim. Ooh, go on.
yeah, all the F-111s and all the Hornets were buried. Wasn't
Yeah.
people are saying, "Oh, we should give them to Ukraine and stuff," which would be lovely, but they wouldn't know how the hell to service and fly them or anything else. But
Or get rid of
all
all
of those aircraft have a button on the left-hand side which is nuclear capable, and the
Yeah.
Americans don't like other countries having nuclear capability unless
Yeah.
they are fully aware of what's going on with that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Which
there's
is
the thing.
understandable.
Oh yeah, we don't want nukes going off in the Pacific. Thank you very much, France and Britain.
I wouldn't know, mate. They haven't used nukes since before I was born.
Yes, I know.
Penny says, Jim, true story, I had a landlady called Teresa Green.
Yeah.
Athol says, HMAS Hammersley was the ship used in Sea Patrol. There we go. Julian, 10 years ago, my PC had no sound, so tried to diagnose it, including maybe something fell out. Months later, it turned out the speaker cable had fallen out.
Oh.
Jim says, Penny's fit stop, laughing face. And Dieter says he shared the IMDb on Sea Patrol on Discord. Excellent.
What brought up Sea Patrol? I must have missed that.
Yeah.
Dieter
So
was asking if it's on
Dieter
the ship.
over in Belgium asked if there's an Australian company that makes Australian Navy vessel kits. He'd like to build one from Sea Patrol. Are you thinking of the same thing I'm thinking, the Senate committee?
That does spring to mind. Was that with Pauline Hanson?
No, it wasn't. It was
Oh,
the other, or the hyphenated one. I can't remember the name.
oh, Hanson Young Was that the?
Yeah, Senator Sarah Hanson Young. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a good bit between Navy and government at one point about what was it? Pump jet submarines and why we're looking at pump jet submarines and not nuclear. They're like,
Right.
just to be clear, a pump jet's just a type of propeller, not the power plant. It's
Yeah.
like, so will it be able to stay underwater for more than 45 minutes? It's like, well, I can't get into that, but you could probably safely assume that yes, a submarine can be underwater for more than 45 minutes, Senator. It was pretty. There was just this back and forth. Like they didn't understand the difference between like the propeller and the power plant.
Yeah.
And it was going on, and I was going through trade school at the time, and not many of my mates get a kick out of watching the Senate inquiries or whatever it was. But I was showing them all the highlights, like our bosses, how good. Yeah, funny times.
You have idiots in your parliaments as well, then.
Oh, we've got our fair share.
Almost exclusively.
Not exclusively. I've been watching bits of New Zealand Parliament lately as well. Columbus models. I think some of your people over there are hilarious.
Yeah, you can tell some of them elected through lack of better option rather than anything else, aren't you? Can't you?
Yeah.
Scott says we have to build our own CAC Sabre F60, F86.
Yeah.
Ah,
we didn't
there
have
you go.
to.
See, you even called it CAC.
Commonwealth
says,
aircraft.
Debate sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
We've got Callum in.
Hey, hello.
He's looking very small there.
Representing
He's got his
Tapati
phone the wrong way
Mary.
around.
Oh God, that lot! Jesus Christ, they're embarrassment to the country as well.
we all saw the haka. It was lovely.
Yeah, like even a lot of Maori friends I know, they're also sitting there going, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
That's okay.
Have you seen, Callum? You can get your own back because what you can do is you go, "Have you seen the Australian male netball team's hacker?"
Unfortunately, I did.
Was that a
Watch it on YouTube, John. You will be ashamed
shall.
to be Australian.
Oh yeah.
Well, from the great country that brought ray gun.
You shut your mouth. She's a national treasure. No.
Oh,
It was currently what copywriting her horrific dance move.
Yeah, making friends and influencing people, I think.
yeah. Well, she's done it again. So somebody last week said, like, oh, we're going to make a musical about ray gun, and then next day she was like, yeah, no, she's gone to a lawyer's $140,000 bill or whatever, and said, no, I'm sad about it. I'm just thinking, well, oh, well.
That came a pretty long way, I think, because it was like it was a comedian that was going to put it on. It was like the day before opening that they hit him with a cease and desist.
Who knows? But you'd think if you're going to do it, ask permission. You know she's going to say no. So why would you even go down that path knowing you're going to be out of pocket? She said it's affecting my mental health. So yeah, hands off. Even if she's an idiot.
I don't pay that close attention. I just laugh at the funny things from behind my computer.
There's a funnier thing I saw. Like when it was Halloween here. Walked outside my house and walking across my yard with all these kids in Halloween costumes, and one of them was dressed as Ray Gun. It was a funnier thing.
And all the other kids were bullying him. It was
anyway. Yeah, there was so the haka, of course, is a wonderful sort of thing. It's like a challenge and all that sort of stuff. There's an Aboriginal, I think, footy team, rugby. Came over from New Zealand team came over and played an Aboriginal team. And they were saying, this guy said, that's wonderful. I really like that. We need our own. So he made one up. And they performed it the following year. And yeah, it's all good. But now it's literally classed as traditional Australian dance and stuff like that. How can something 3 years old be traditional?
I think you guys just been like,
Mikey,
Yeah?
this is now a traditional Friday evening.
Yes.
With me getting political and everybody else just going, "Oh, for God's sake, shut up."
Yeah.
Move on.
Did you see the rugby? Did you see the New Zealand Wales rugby match where Wales refused to back down to the New Zealand team after they did the haka?
I did, yeah.
It ended up the referee had to intervene and get them both to
Yeah.
separate.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the point. It's a challenge. They're accepting the challenge. So at that point, it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't really be upset about that.
No.
No. Well, apparently they took it as an insult
He's pulling faces. Oh, well, whatever.
because the Welsh team refused to back down to him.
Sort it out on
Yeah,
the
they-
field, I reckon.
Then again, for the last few years, the All Blacks have been kind of princesses on the field nowadays. So I'm kind of glad that they kind of lost the last World Cup just because they kind of needed a reality check.
Okay.
Bringing down a peg.
Yeah, a little bit. They were getting a little bit, princessy.
Yeah, sure.
Turn into prima donnas.
But the
Dieter
peacocking.
says, man. Dieter says, man, that debate sounds hilarious. Julian, with regards to complex kit like weaponry, it's all very well giving X country to Y to use. However, then it breaks down. When it breaks down, who will fix it and with what spare parts? John and the spare parts they make. Jim gives greetings to Callum and Timothy. Oh. Julian, in my honest, Jim's up as well. Julian says, in my honest opinion, anyone who actually wants to be a politician should be banned for life. Yes.
Yeah.
Those who want power, those who least deserve it. Penny says, you leave Ray Gunn alone. Anyone who has the guts to get up in front of the whole world is a hero in my book.
No, she asked me to do the breakdancing on behalf of Australia, and I said, nah, give it to her. She's better than me.
Only marginally. Duke says, Callum, she'll sue you. Good luck with that. Ooh, Callum, you've got a new episode of the Micro Machines podcast out, haven't you?
Yep, just finished it tonight. It's been a while since we've done an episode, so yeah, kind of needed to get that one done. But that was actually one of the better episodes we've done in a long time. Quite proud of that one.
Yeah.
Well done.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You had a special guest on there, didn't
you? So a little bit of a backstory for that one. There's this model store in Auckland called Model Air, and it is currently New Zealand's oldest model store.
I know the one. Never been there.
About, 94 years old?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
So it's
a long time.
Yeah. So it's decent, but it's kind of been run to the ground a bit lately with the last owners. They were kind of modelers first, businessmen and customer service second sort of thing. So they kind of went addressing problems with the stores. So yeah, eventually they gave it up, and this new guy's taking it over. So the minute I heard that, I was like, right, get him on the podcast. We need to have a chat to him because, Model Air's a store that is what I've been going to for years. So I kind of want to see it continue on. So yeah, just got him on and had a chat about how he's going to revamp and revive a couple of model stores.
Nice.
Nice guy.
Isn't it owned by the guy who owns Qatari?
Yeah.
He's just
God,
sold
what's
it.
his name? Yeah, well,
Yeah.
technically he didn't really sell it as well. He just posted
He gave it away. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was literally just put a post on the page going, if anyone wants a model store, let me know. You can have it for free. Just take over the stock and lease.
Yeah. And he wants it to continue.
That
But
could be
most
my
of the
motivation for
money
moving to
he
New
had
Zealand.
was going into the company. So yeah, that makes sense. Good on him. He seems like a hell of a nice guy.
Yeah, he's real cool. So it'll be quite interesting to see what they're going to do. Like they're looking at stuff like 3D printing on demand and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Nice idea. I like that.
Are they going to be doing like
Yeah, if any-
international shipping and things?
Pardon?
Are they going to be doing international shipping and things like that?
It's one of the things that he's looking at the moment because, of course, New Zealand is last on the line. So everything for us is expensive. So he's kind of looking into ways of making things cheaper for us as well. Because that was one of the other primary concerns about Model Air was quite expensive for what it was.
Yeah. Excellent.
Well, I've just come on here for moral support to boost your ratings. And
Thank you very much.
when Penny comes on, I'll jump off. She said she's going to be here for the last hour. So, yes, Callum, I posted photos of the Model T armored car. I finished the build for the World War I. When is the end date for that group build?
March the 1st.
Okay.
I think.
All right. Thanks.
Ooh, plenty
Yeah,
of time.
because
Because I have
tons of time.
put into it.
That's lucky.
Oh yeah, you got tons of time.
Okay. Yeah.
Because my Saint Chimo is still primed and I've marked out the camouflage. I just haven't got around to painting it yet.
Oh, I forgot about that, Mike. Yeah. Can you do you have that handy? Can we see it?
Yeah. Ooh, hang on. Don't want to chuck that anywhere. Right. So that's the
Okay. You got
There
the
you go.
basic. You got
That's
the hull and everything built. All right. Great.
Who's chopping up meat?
Someone making love.
Oh, sorry, that was me. I was just
I
hammering a
hope
bit
not,
of butter witch.
All right. So yeah, that's going to be the outside with the camouflage pattern on it.
Right.
And then I've got the inside, which I've decided I'm going to have the doors open.
Right. Right. You said you were
But it's
fabricating
looking a
an
bit plain.
interior.
So
Yeah. You got the
yeah,
gun
so I've
grip.
done
Yeah.
the gun on it,
Right.
and then
Okay.
I've made move that out of the way. So I've made a gun rack that slots into there.
Ah, very nice.
Ammunition rack.
Right.
And I looked at the pictures of the interior from the war, and I've got made a little steering box that they had in there, so that'll sit in there.
Okay.
I've got it on blue tack at the minute. There you go.
Did
So
you?
that's it.
Yeah. Did you construct the tracks?
Yeah. Yes, the tracks are primed.
Okay. Great.
I made a little chair that they had there,
Very good. Very good.
and I've made a little storage box that they had in the pictures as well.
Were those for the croissants?
So when that's on top, yeah, probably. So that door's going to be open, the big side door. I'll
Right.
take it off
right.
in a minute for spraying. And then these front hatches are going to be open as well, so you can see the gun and the
Oh,
steering box.
nice. Okay. Very good. Very good.
And then I was hoping to find some female figures, so I could do some,
Aren't we all?
like you know, like
Spoken like a married man,
Some,
John.
some like females in overalls type of figures, so that I could do them outside painting, because it was in the factories. It's women that painted them.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
So
Excellent.
it's based
Yeah,
on a
it
photograph
look-
of them being painted at the factory.
How do you like the kit? How do you like the model? It's a Hobby Boss kit, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like building a Hobby Boss kit?
I like Hobby Boss kits.
Okay,
They're nice.
good. I always like to ask that, when,
They're
especially when I
pretty-
hear it's a brand I've never worked on myself.
They're not that dissimilar to Tamiya kits, to be honest. They're like a cross
Well,
between Tamiya
they're
and
on
Mega.
the same street as Trumpeter. They're all one big happy family there in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
Well,
to
it
put
looks
together.
great.
Like I said,
I'm
they're pretty-
very, yeah, it looks very, very good, Mikey. My compliments.
And there's tracks. One of the tracks, anyway.
Oh, are those
So I
now?
did
Are
my
those
thing
the
where-
click where they kind of snap together type?
Yeah, but I still put the cotton on it, so that because there's been a few times where I've dropped them and they've come apart, but they've stayed together because
Yes.
the cotton's on.
Yes. Well, I'm thinking of Callum's adventure with the tracks on the what was that tank you challenged with Callum, the Whippet?
Yep, the Whippet, whose tracks have disintegrated apart already.
Yeah.
When I took it to a model club meeting the other night, so I have to repair them.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was
Callum?
thinking about.
Glue a length of cotton along the side of the track links.
What
So
was
way
that,
if they
Mikey?
come
What
clip,
you
they
say?
stay together.
What was that? Okay, that's not a bad idea.
Turn the track links so they're inside up, and then get a length of cotton.
Yeah.
Lay it inside the middle of the tracks, super glue it to each link, and let it dry. And that way, then, no matter what you do, you can flex it, bend it, whatever. They stay together, even if they come unclipped.
Huh.
Novel approach.
Might have to do that.
Yeah.
it works. Yeah.
And it also means that when you're joining the last ones, you can always tie the cotton together, and it pulls them together. And then you just clip it, so that it holds the whole track together as well.
Oh yeah.
Mikey, I think you got a new name here on the chat tuning in.
We have. I'll get to that in a second. Julian says, "Does National Treasure mean quick bury her?" Oh dear. Julian says, "Tim and Callum, hi."
Jules.
I'm a bit worried that you want to bury people, Julian. Dieter says, "Be right back. Load last stuff into the car, and no, it's not an APC."
Oh, that's right. He's going to phone.
Yes. Penny says, "Yes, John, it's like these Facebook videos of people who say, 'My grandmother taught me this recipe,' and then proceed to cook something in the air fryer." Or the
Right.
microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Julian says, "Also, I have a soft spot for him, her, it's a swamp." Oh dear, Julian. I'm getting worried about you, my dude. Athol says, "Well, hello there. It's Jim from Chicago."
Yes, it is, Ethel. We meet again.
Yeah. Jim says, "Greetings, Athol." Sonic says, "The sociopathic one is anyway, Julian, which is the biggest majority of them." Ooh. Julian says, "Chopping their meat, crosses legs and winces." Julian says, "Penny triggers broom springs to mind." Oh, triggers broom springs to mind. Gotcha. Square Table Degenerates is in. Cheers, boys, from a US vet. Hello, buddy.
Ah,
Hello, my fellow
very
Americans.
welcome.
Good morning.
What branch were you
Here
in,
in the
Square
States.
Table? Penny says, "Oh, while feeding the cats, Every knocks on my door, and now I have a mystery parcel." Funnily enough, Penny, I had one of them off Amazon the other day.
The
A
cat.
little note saying, "Do not open till Christmas."
Excellent.
Sound familiar? Hmm?
Just did the old
anyone?
drink your paint water trick. That was.
Oh
clever.
my God. Oh, Tim, that would have been a Three Stooges moment. That's silly. I always drink coffee.
See,
Keeps
what
me
you
young.
need, what you need, Tim, is you need one of Moles for Heroes patented. Well, they're not patented, but not paint water cups.
Not paint water cups?
Oh,
There you go. See, I was just setting you up for the segue there. Get on it. Models for
Yes.
Heroes merch. Support a good cause.
Penny's in. Hello, Pelly.
Hello!
There.
Hello.
Apologies
Oh,
for
God, you're
poor
loud.
quality. I'm on my laptop.
It's all right. I'll just get through these comments, Penny.
Yeah, you're fine.
Julian says Comic on TV once said he got turned on easily by women's underwear. Then he got a girlfriend and knickers lying around where just something the remote control might be under. What?
Yeah.
Julian.
What? Are you sure you're watching the right website, Julian? Duke says that track thing works really well, Callum. There we go. Endorsement from Dukey. I like it.
Ah, well, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. My recommendation is using black super glue as well because it's got the rubber in it, so it keeps a little bit of flex. It's not as brittle. Hobby Time says, "Hey guys, hello, Hobby Time." Penny says, "I think National Treasure means they're over 90 and appeared on BBC Children in Need." Quite possibly. Jim says, "Hi there, Hobby Time." And Hobby Time says, "Hi, Jim." Julian says, "Laugh out loud, Penny."
Oh,
And hi, Square. Yeah. Penny says, "Did you? Who sent that, Mikey?" I don't know. I
don't
can't
know.
think.
I don't know either.
Square Table says, "I was in the Air Force with 20 years in Air Guard, numerous active duty trips." Nice. Oh, we've got air side up at top. Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Yeah. I've
He's
got,
Australian Air Force.
Yeah.
No other way
Yeah,
to
Air Force
that's
guy.
a duck. You
Yeah, I
just
was
pointed at the
Australian
StreamYard
Air
duck.
Force
He's not Air Force.
over 27 years. Yeah. Kirk Orion.
John, before you go too far into your history, I'm gonna jump off here so Modman can come back on. Penny, enjoy the rest of the show. Everyone, enjoy the rest of the show.
You take care, Jim. I hope I haven't pushed you off.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to come on to help boost the ratings. That's all. I
Okay.
figured
Well, I've
I've
come on to lower the ratings. As soon as they see me, they'll go, "Oh my God, I'm off."
I don't think so. Not at all. Not at all. Anyway, folks, I will be on in the chat and very active. So, bye.
Cheers, mate.
See you, mate.
All right, bye, buddy.
I'm very much in the same boat as Jim tonight. So if anyone else is keen to jump on, I'm just going to be doing my thing anyway. So happy to.
What are you working on, Tim?
But we love.
I'm still painting. I'm still painting.
He's not working on his growler anymore.
No, well, that's finished. That's finished, and I'm all,
He's finished
Look at this,
playing with
I'm
his growler.
I'm even going to grab it and hold it and be all proud of it. Ugh.
Yeah,
Good
man.
Yeah, awesome.
So
Nice.
Look at that.
is that one all
The thing of beauty.
sort of
Yeah, it's very, very good.
done and dusted? So yeah, just waiting to gift that to my my brother-in-law, who's still in the Australian Air Force, still at the start of his career. So yeah, and I'm just taking a break at the moment from doing a P51, and I'm gone back to my roots, and I'm painting some little figures, little
Ooh,
Warhammers.
let's zoom in on
things.
that. What is that? What
I know.
figure is that?
This is. Hang on, I'll grab one of the cool looking ones.
It looks like a fairy, doesn't it?
Sorry to change the subject, but I love your headphones.
Thank you.
They are now his trademark on the channel.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
that's cool.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's some Archer guys that I'm doing, and this is the I suppose the general
Wow.
sort of thing. And yeah, I've been
Beautiful.
playing playing a bit with some wet effects and all that. Yeah, it's not going to play the game for the back, but yeah, it goes from like a really pale blue to just a bit of green down on the tips. But just something different, colors that I haven't been using on aircraft, and gone back to kind of Warhammer days.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice. Kay says she'll wrap that mystery box for me. Bless her. You're gonna have to write on it who it's from, though, Kay. So you'll have to find out. I have my suspicions, don't I? Athol says, "Hello, Penny. Thanks for blasting my eardrums. I've turned her microphone down now. Her microphone was set to maximum volume for some reason."
It's because I like to be heard.
Yeah, well, I've set it to automatically adjust for your volume.
Okay.
AD says, "Good morning, all." It's a Sam been tangoed. Did you see the photo he put up on Discord last night?
I did not.
He was in work, so he's got his orange high vis on, his orange hard hat, the collar done up to his chin, and then just like a ski mask with just the eyes cut out, just like an eye slot. I said, "Oh God, it's Sam been tangoed." Yeah. Next.
How are you, AD?
Yeah. Penny says, "Sorry, Athol." Athol, morning, AD. Square says, "Hey, Julian." Athol says, "Hi, hobby time." I like the fact that the logo as well for sorry, let's go back. Square. I think it's Square Table Degenerates. Yeah, I love the fact that the logo says STD.
Yeah, it's kicking goals all over the board.
Yeah,
that's pretty. Yeah. Something says, "Do you know where he keeps the duct tape, Kaylee?" Kaylee's got the duct tape, which is worrying. Julian says, "Don't get me started on Amazon deliveries. 3 deliveries in a row handed to residents. Since when is chucked on the lawn next to an open gate handed to residents?"
Oh, I had one the other day where I paid it $1.99 extra for delivery, and he just didn't bother turning up. Said he couldn't find the address, and I said I went on to come. To be honest with you, I was more kicking off about the fact that I paid for next day delivery, and I said to customer services, I said, "If you look at my order history, you'll see that no one else has had a problem finding my address."
Yeah, ours is pretty good, to be fair.
Mine generally is, but they use a different delivery driver every day. I don't know why they can't have set routes, and then they get to know the houses.
Yeah, well, that's what happens with Every and that now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like we've got 2 Every drivers that do our village, and that's all they do.
I mean, that's not so bad if you hate the Every delivery driver, because then you could just go, "Okay, well, I'll get a better one next time."
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the main one that does it, he's really, because it's him and his wife. They split it between them. And they're really, really good, because if they miss any parcels or anything, they say, if they put on the village Facebook page, "If you were due to receive parcel from Every today, can you please get in contact with me?" And they'll speak to him and say, "Look, this is what's happened. I'll bring it around first thing in the morning, or I can drop it off tonight or whatever." Yeah,
when I worked for DPD, I had a bit of a relationship with some of the customers. Let me finish. And someone I'd be in contact with, like, because there was one, for example, it was a 40-mile round trip, and we weren't allowed to leave safe. So I knew I would get all that way. They wouldn't be in. I'd then leave a note to say, "I've attempted delivery, you weren't in." And then the next day I'd go and they'd leave a note saying, "Please leave parcel safe." So I got their mobile number, and every time I had delivery for them, I used to text them, and then they would just then leave a note outside, and they'd get their parcel a day quicker. You know, little things like that.
Yeah. Dave's in. He says, "Did I hear correct? The World War I GB from group build for Micro Machines lasts until March 2025. You did indeed.
Yep, sounds about right, I think. Yeah. I'm the one who organised it. I should know this.
You should.
Yeah. I should know a lot of it. I should know a lot of things. Ignorance is bliss.
What you do is you blame it on the other two.
Yeah, I do actually.
Blame it on the other two, dude. Julian says, hi, Kaylee. Kaylee says, I do, Sonic. Haha. Australian Ian's in. He says, good evening, everyone. Hello, Australian Ian.
Ian. G'day.
Yeah.
Sorry I didn't make the meeting the other day. I had just got back from Melbourne. I didn't have time to get down there. But good to see you. Merry Christmas.
LJ's in. Says, hey, y'all. Hello, LJ. How are you doing, matey? 80 says, the chair force lot are taking over. Don't worry, mate.
Yeah.
Army here. Tiffany has put up the link to Square Table Degenerates YouTube channel. Thank you very much,
Nice.
modders. Penny subbed. Julian, hi Ian, Starkey, and AD. Athol says, Q for Penny. With the demise of boxes in the background, where did the cats hide now?
Right, so they still hide in the boxes. Sorry about the moving laptop. So the boxes are actually now in this corner of the room. Now, as much as I
Wow.
tried to hide my big models, they still get in there. But Spirit, she just goes and hides up and just sleeps. She doesn't cause any damage, so I just kind of leave her to it. So when you can't find, I know where they are based on the time of the day. In the mornings, they're round my feet constantly because they've got used to me giving them the next door on the advent calendar. God knows what I'm going to do from the 25th. And then they're hassling me all morning for breakfast, for actual proper foods. And then once they're fed, they just disappear and it's as though I don't exist anymore. Done my job, fed them. Now you can bugger off.
Yeah.
So, was a PM sent Timbo?
Scott says, what kit was it, Tim? The F-18?
That is the EA-18G Growler from Hasagawa in 148.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Yeah. Yep, with the
Yeah, don't
decals
shut up.
were from Sci-Hut. For that one.
Cool. Next. Ian says, yes, Tim, that looks ace. I'm looking for a growler of my own. Laughing face.
Aren't we all?
Duke says, nice work, Timmy.
Thank you.
Sonic says, if the cats are anything like Willow, probably inside bags. Yes, as long as the bags are open, that's fine.
Oh, she doesn't care.
June says, really nice work on the models, Tim.
Thanks, Jules.
Jim says, hello, Dutchman and LJ. LJ is another beneficiary of Models Heroes, by the way. So, so for those that aren't aware and weren't here at the beginning of the show, we did a fundraiser to raise money so that M4H can buy some tools that go in the welcome pack for the new members, new beneficiaries. And we managed to raise £1,410. So at 10:30 this morning, I sent that over to M4H. So that they can send it by. They can go to the companies and arrange for the tools and try and make the most out of the money, so that they can get as many tools as possible to help the beneficiaries.
Are you going to be doing that again at any point?
Yes, I'll be doing it again next year. So what
Lovely.
I'm thinking of doing is maybe every 6 months or something like that.
Okay, that's good because I could obviously the position I'm in at the moment, I wasn't in a position to donate. So I want to kind of double donate next time.
Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah. So yeah, it's going well. They've got the money from Ring Fenced. Yeah.
Good. And
All
to be
down
honest
to
with you,
the
if
channel
just
members.
one person gets some benefit out of it, it's a success, isn't it?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Did you know? In just to buy the tools each year, they spend £32,000 because they get at least 11 requests for support each week, and they have 800.
I also like the idea that
already
everyone who benefits from this particular fundraiser will be a first-time subscriber to the charity as well. So it goes to help out people who have not received support before, and I think that's really humbling.
Yes, and it does genuinely save lives.
Yeah.
Me and John both know a few of the guys in M4H who probably wouldn't be here today if it hadn't been for the fact that they'd found M4H and the hobby.
That's right. So I've never received anything from Model Superheroes myself because I am not eligible. I'm just a reporter on the scene. But I know some people that really, they everyone has their own personal issues, and it's it literally is a lifesaver, I think.
Athol says, "Afternoon, Dave." Sonic says, "Hey, AD," or should I say Osama? Jim says, "Hello, Square Table Degenerates. Just subbed to your channel. Thanks to our always active and resourceful Modmin for posting a link. She's very good, isn't she?"
Oh, yeah.
Sonic says,
yeah.
Sonic says, "Attempted delivery equals couldn't be bothered."
Yep.
It says something else, but I'm not repeating it. Jim says, "AD, lovely photo, AD. I knew it was you all along." Jim says, "Jumped off to allow others the opportunity to join in. Come in, folks. The water is fine." Yeah, especially if you haven't been on before, feel free to come up.
Please.
Jim says, "Also, no model to work on whilst on the panel. A lot more fun when I do." Well, you don't have to have models to work on. I just read the chat. It's amazing I get any model.
I spent so much time with you.
Oh, it's all right. The microphone's compensated now. It's all right.
What's it doing?
Oh, I thought you had a spray booth on.
Let me check. I've got noise reduction on.
Nah, that sounds like a 3D.
Whatever it is, it's stopped now.
I do.
It does sound like someone's doing Morse code, though.
Oh,
Not me,
you
is
said
it?
it's me.
So it's not me, is it? I've got printers going on in the background.
It could be that.
Does sound a little bit printery.
Hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that disappear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
No,
annoying?
It's not too loud. It's not. No, it's not annoying.
I just I
Just
keep
noticed
looking
it.
over as well, so I keep getting closer to them because I've got some what's the word I'm looking for? Dodgy bits on this print.
Julie says,
because
I once paid for next day delivery, turned up 5 days later and blamed the traffic delay. What was delivering it? The bleeding tortoise. Athol says, "My DPD couriers are man and wife, originally from Nigeria. They love the Scottish weather, but not lifts."
Normally it's stairs that are
Tiff
problem,
put the
isn't it?
StreamYard link up. Sorry, Penny?
I said it's stairs that they have a problem with, isn't it?
I don't know, mate.
But I know
Jim says,
my
"Hello, Ian."
Yodel guy. I know my Yodel guy never delivers to my my front door. He always leaves it at the bottom of the stairs.
Hi, Dom. Just going through the comments, bud, before we get too far.
Hello. Yeah, no problem.
Hello. Ooh, there's another one I think we need to put on microphone control. Automatic adjust. There we go. We had another one on full volume. STD says, how often do you folks go live? We go live 12 o'clock UK time on Monday. And then Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, we go on 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. UK time. There we go. So 4 times a week. And we also have the Discord server as well, where we talk pretty much every day. June says, I've also had unable to access property. Try the sodding doorbell. 80. Thanks, Jim. I was very cold last night. Had to cover up. Bless you. See, you've lost all that weight now. You haven't got the fat to keep you warm. Tiffany says, Square Table Degenerates. We're live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We are. STD says, okay, sweet. Perfect for watching when I'm working. Yeah. You are more than welcome. Tiffany says, of course, the bags are open, especially after she destroys them. Yes. Sonic says, I hate the lazy sods who give the door a quiet knock, leave the parcel next to the front door if you're lucky, for others to potentially steal and then just disappear. Yeah. I've got parcels coming this afternoon. Tiffany says, BVC, don't forget, I'm doing a Minecraft stream for M4H in the new year. Yes, you are, aren't you? And where she's going to be building the Titanic on Minecraft. Wow.
Wow.
LJ says, yes, seriously, very well done raising so much. M4H has been such a lifesaver to so many of us. It has. And it was lovely to meet you at Telford as well, LJ. June says, maybe Easter and Christmas each year, Mikey, roughly 6 months apart. Not Easter, because that's in April. Or
March or May or whenever they decide.
Yeah, so that's generally about 4 months. But I'm thinking maybe June, July or something. Just do one for a couple of weeks and then do one for Christmas. So that way it's spread out over the year. Because you've also got in March.
You could do a hooray it's Christmas fundraiser and hooray football season's over fundraiser.
Yeah. But yeah, on March the 14th, we've also got the 48 and 48 starting. So we want to make sure that whenever we do fundraisers, it's not potentially taking donations away from other fundraisers for M4H as well.
No, basically, once they finish, you need to time it so that when people are finished giving to one, you then want to start taking the money for something else, just in time for them to give money to something else. In fact, just have your paper.
Well, what I want to do is leave a bit of a gap in between. Well, what I want to do is, well, it's still there. The fundraiser's still there. It's just not got anything in it now because I've donated it to M4H. But what I want to do is leave a little bit of a gap between us and the 48 and 48 so that people have got a chance to save money again and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want people going without because sometimes people feel obliged to. I mean, that's not fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Jim says, AD, I bet. Yeah. AD says, oh, bloody hell. Jim says, AD, I bet working outside and well above the ground can be a challenge just to stay warm. I'm sure AD finds a way with all those other blokes up there. AD says, Malls for Heroes saved my life. I know, buddy. He's lovely as AD. He loves his 124 Spitfires as well. Don't you, AD?
He's a wonderful chap. One of the funniest guys I know.
He's just learned not to tie them to his ceiling anymore. Julian says, anyone watching, only 15 likes. Only people click the like. Yeah, please do. It does help. Believe it or not, it does tell YouTube that people actually enjoy the channel and they need to promote it more to other people. Scott says it's a 3D printer. It is. Square says printery. Haha. Julian, Sonic, that's most of them. Athol, it sounds like either a sink emptying or a toilet after a flush. Also, it's Penny's printer.
Well, at the moment, my 3D printer is printing trash.
Athol says, would you walk up 22 flights of 6 steps, Penny? Neither would they.
Now I would,
That's a fair point.
because it's my job. But then I'm like that.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Penny says, Julian, I've clicked like. In fact, I love the show so much, I like the button twice. Very good, Penny.
You're welcome.
Julian, could be they hate lifts because they don't want to get stuck in unreliables. That's the other thing as well, especially with flats and things, tower blocks and things. Jim says, Callum, did you finish the FW200 Condor?
Yes, I did. I was in a mad rush last week to get all of that finished so I could start my 3-week summer holiday on something brand new and fresh, namely this Trumpeter SU-152.
Nice.
Huh.
So I literally started this 3 hours ago, and this is where I'm up to so far.
That is one.
But I've got this.
You're doing well.
Yeah, I love the 152. So this is gonna, because I got 3 weeks off work. It's just gonna be 3 weeks working on one thing. So I've got this and that to build, because I found this awesome picture of a Soviet 152 and Valentine in Latvia in 1944. So found a photo of that, so I'm going to recreate a diorama for it. So yeah, that's where I'm up to now.
Callum, are you going to be taking part in our Harrier group build on Discord in the new year?
Don't know. I'm part of like 3 group builds at the moment. Quite possibly if I can find one.
I have a silly question about the group build, if I may.
Of course.
I'm assuming it would be okay for me to do an AV8B.
Yeah.
If you want.
Good.
Rule zone.
Well, that's what I figured, but yeah, I don't know if you get someone go, well, it's not a Harrier. But
It really is.
It would fit in with my
Harrier
US
pigeon.
Navy. Well, yeah, I suppose you could, couldn't you? But it would fit in with my US Navy, US Marines rules then.
Yeah, feel free. I'm not really very strict on rules, especially group builds.
Well, I don't think it's being like strict if you said yes, but or no.
Yeah, if you 3D print a model of a Harrier pigeon or something like that, you can feel free to do that if you wanted. It makes no odds to me. Well,
You're giving me ideas now, aren't you?
No Harrier for you.
Who's typing? Duke says, I saw a meme on Facebook that says if you want to get rid of all the rubbish after Christmas, put it in an Amazon box and leave it on your doorstep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in
not
America.
wrong.
Yeah. Julian says, Midsummer fundraiser. Just a thought. Yep, that's what I'm thinking, buddy. Julian says, laugh out loud, Duke.
It's funny.
Sonic says, chucking rotten fruit or something. Also, Duke, add a bit of weight to it. Yes. And a small, maybe a kaboom device. 80 says, come on, Mikey, tell the story of the 124 Spit. Right. 80 got a 124, Airfix 124 Spitfire from, I can't remember whether he bought it himself or he got it from M4H. But he spent ages building it, and it was his absolute pride and joy. You know, it's one of those models that he had where he was just so proud of it. It was ridiculous. And he decided he was going to display it by tying it up to his ceiling and hanging it from the ceiling. He tied it up, and as he turned round to walk away, it fell on the floor behind him and smashed.
Oh, no.
And all the front end, the cowlings and everything, and the engine that fell off and all this. And he was absolutely devastated to the point where he was on the Friends of Models for Heroes live stream pretty much crying because it was destroyed. And Evans got in touch with Airfix, with his contacts at Airfix, said, we've got a veteran, this is what's happened. Could you possibly sort it out? some of your spare sprues or something so that he could rebuild it. And he went, it's for a veteran, so we're not going to give him some spare sprues. What we'll do is we'll give him a whole new kit, and he can have a new kit for free. So they sent him an entire kit so that he could build another one. Yeah, he's still even now he's still not got over the fact that that original one fell and smashed. He still gets upset over it. Bless him. Dave says that's some tank buster, Callum.
Well, it was never designed as a
like he's doing a
specific
line of
tank
coke
bus.
across the bottom of it. Jim, Callum, SU-152, nice vehicle. My collection is lacking Soviet World War II. I've got a Soviet tank. It's a big one as well. I think it's in. It's not. I think it's. I don't know what size it is. 1/24th, I think. 2 seconds.
Yours is 124, yeah.
There you go. 125th T34. It's 125th scale T3485. That's what I've got.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about Harry.
Tiff says all good as long as it's a Harrier. There we go. Tiff says I'm kidding, of course. Amy says I can fix dockside cranes but can't hang a model from a ceiling. Jim says a Harrier of any kind is good. I'll be building the P1127. There we go.
Oh, okay. Very good. Good choice.
Just LJ says just had a parcel delivered from Rosemary & Co. Brushes.
Nice. You won't do better than that.
Jim says I love the AV-8B, both British and United States Marine Corps. There you go. Kieran says I'd like to think no one would complain about an AV-8 or a Matador build or P1127, as Jim said. Nobody's going to complain. If they do, they'll have me.
Good, because I've just found the kit I'm going to do, and it's not very.
Well,
sorry, Mikey.
Very what?
I said I've just found the kit I'm going to do, and it's not very expensive.
Oh, there we go.
So I'm going to put it out there. The Hasegawa AV-8B Harrier 2 Night Attack. Seeing as I'm going over to night shifts in a few weeks, I thought Night Attack would be a good version to do.
Absolutely.
Because that's me. On my coach,
I
Night
suppose
Attack.
any Harrier derivative is okay. Yeah. So does that mean you're going to be doing daytime live streams then?
No, it's actually going to work out so much better because when I'm working, I'll be finishing at like 8, 9, 10 in the morning. So I'll go to bed and then I'll get up and then I'll start my live stream. And then provided I'm not chatting to you till 6 in the morning post stream, I can then do my day after the live stream. So I'll actually start my day with a live stream at night rather than finishing it.
Yeah, excellent. Yep, June says, suppose any Harrier derivative is okay. There we go. Dieter, I'm in 3 group builds at the minute when including the Harrier 1, but that is just silly Hagrid me. Martin says, hi, anyone out there got any spares for Tamiya stuff? I've managed to lose a part on my Panzer 1 build. If I can't find it or get a spare, it'll be in the bin.
I can't guarantee I can help. but give me a shout if it's 3D printable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it's 3D, if it's out there and it's
Cool.
3D
So if anyone can help,
printable,
then
yeah.
yeah. LJ says, bit of birthday and Christmas treat myself. Why not? Why not indeed? Sonic says, what scale, Martin? 135, I imagine. There you go. Martin says 135. Sonic says there's one on eBay. For parts and spares. There we go. Deed says the only tank the only tank remotely Russian I have is the Red Alert. Yeah. Yeah. Jim says, Mikey, is that 1/25th scale T-34-85 the old smear kit? I assume so. It's boxes, like I think it's called Toy Zone or something like that. It's designed to be like a radio control one. Julian says, sounds like that episode of Changing Rooms on TV with those shelves for someone's prized collection of teapots amassed over their life. The shelves instantly collapsed and smashed every teapot.
Oh no.
Yes.
I've had that happen to me with a Warhammer collection. I had glass shelving and the top one decided to collapse. It was all full of, this is back in the days of metal models, and the top shelf collapsed. The weight of that forced the next one to collapse. So, of course, that was then double the weight, which fell on the third shelf, etc., etc. 6 smashed shelves.
Oh, no.
I did cry.
Wow.
I did actually cry.
Right, guys, I'm going to have to leave you on this one.
Glass up for months as well.
Oh, luckily it was all inside the
All right,
cabinet.
Callum, thanks for joining us, buddy.
So it was all inside.
Cheers, Callum. Thanks for joining.
See you, mate. Good to see you.
Yeah, mate. Since I'm on
Take
holiday,
care.
I'll be able to catch more live streams.
Thanks for joining us,
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, mate. Catch you.
Yay! Sonic says, you on Discord, Martin? We'll post a link in there for you. Yeah.
We've got space for you to come back in,
post
Jim,
the
or
Discord
anybody
link.
else?
Yeah. Can you post the Discord link for us, modders? So if anyone who isn't in Discord wants to join, they are more than welcome to. Dieter says, as for the Harrier build, I got a Yak 38 in the mix too, so there we are, Julian. There we go. That's
Interesting find.
Discord. There we go. Julian says, GMTA WRT, or with regards to the P1127. Missed the comments, Jim and Kieran. Ian says, I've seen the P1127 in person, Jim. It's tiny.
So have I.
Yeah, it's surprisingly small, isn't it?
Jimmy says, be right back, Kerry. That's what she said. Sonic said, found you, Martin. DM'd you it. There we go. Square Table says, Red Alert, man, that's a throwback. My little brother used to play that game in 1997.
I used to play that with my next door neighbour.
Marta says, it's part number B22, the bit of the turret where the MGs go through. I dropped it and it's gone through the floorboards somehow.
Oh, no.
Carpet monster. You've got one that lives under your floorboards. That's what it is.
That's an evolved carpet monster, isn't it?
Apple. Yeah, so it's the troll equivalent of a carpet monster. Lives under the floorboards. Athol says, take care, Callum. Just put the links up for StreamYard and Discord because you could like that. Sonic says, hopefully it has that part. Jim says, come on, folks, let's see some new faces. Martin says, I drop stuff all the time because I only have partial use of my right hand and spend most of my life on a wheelchair due to being a monoped.
Have you tried those reverse tweezers? Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, you can get jeweler's aprons and they stick to the underneath your desk.
Oh.
The full width of the desk so that anything you drop drops into the apron.
That's a good idea. I was going to suggest reverse tweezers. So you put your part in the reverse tweezers and then it will only come out when you squeeze the tweezers. I don't know the technical name for them. I just call them reverse tweezers.
That's what they are.
Okay.
So yeah, they are reverse tweezers.
Right.
Martin said, "Oh, I read that one. I've read that one. Thank you." Duke says, "See you guys next time. I'll see you next time, guys. I'll have to catch up on a few streams this weekend. No problem." Sonic says, "Maybe use the rest of the tank and create a blown-up, destroyed tank diorama." Yeah, you could do. Deed says, "I'm playing RA2 and 3 and still every now and then." There we go. Red Alert 2 and 3. And he says he's signing off, folks. All right, buddy. Have a good trip to France. And love and hugs to Near.
Yeah.
The youngest member of the VVC family.
And thanks for playing, Data.
Near's the youngest, and then it's Morgan. Deed says, "See you all later and stay safe." And Sonic says, "Cheers, Duke and Hagrid." Woo, finally caught up with the chat.
Yeah, it did well.
Whew. So yeah, sorry about that. How are you, Penny?
I'm very well,
Oh,
thank you. Yeah, no, it's fine. I've been working a lot, and I'm trying to work a lot because it's taking my mind off things. So it's quite useful, and I am working Christmas Day, which I'm very, very happy about. Because I'm doing a 12-hour shift down to London at double pay at London rate, and then an 8-hour shift the next day. So that will really help the moving funds. I was saying to someone the other day, and it must have come out wrong. I'm in a financial mess at the moment, in the sense that I'm a control freak, and I like to know what I've got 3 or 4 weeks in advance. And then that way, if I'm short of money, I can just do overtime. Because my philosophy is, if you're short of money, you need to work more. Unless obviously you're on a fixed income. And then my friend said, "Oh, if you're short of money, give me a shout." And I'm like, no, A, I wouldn't take money off you, because that's the best way to fall out with friends. And secondly, it's just that I've got money, I just don't know how much I'm going to need. And it's kind of sending my head in a bit of a crash. What do you call it?
Spiral.
Yeah. It's like, oh, can I buy this? Can I not? Do I need this? Do I really need that? Do I really need those extra 8 rolls of 3D printer filament?
Yeah. Do I need to be printing off half of the Amazon stock list?
See, the excuse I'm using is it's all good prototyping. I mean, my paint is now so organized in the box that once I actually move and get the desk going, it's just 2 screws per rack, bang, up on the wall. Do you want to see them?
Why not?
Yeah.
I think they're great. And I've been doing some modding as well. So this is the one that I've downloaded. Excuse the mix of colors. So you have this this goes onto the wall. As you can see, it makes a French cleat. Don't know how well you can see it.
Yeah.
So it goes onto the wall like that. And then these racks have the little hook on the back. I'm sorry about the poor light, guys. So with that on the wall, it just clips on the wall like so.
Yeah.
So the first thing I did was not really much of a mod, because these are the exact same length as these. It means you've got to put them on accurately. So I've just extended this by 4 millimeters just to give you 2 millimeters either side. And then the next problem I had was, what are those bottles called? You can't tell, can you?
Drop a bottle.
So I redesigned it. Now, it does take up more filament, but it doesn't change the height. And I think this is awesome. This is one of my first ever remix is technically called.
That's amazing.
No,
Nice.
it's not amazing.
Yes,
So
that
it
is
is-
10 times
it is
better.
bigger, but
Yeah,
actually
it's much better.
there's about 2 or 3 grams more filament in that than
Yeah.
there is in that, because the top's obviously still the same, but because there's more hole in it, there's actually roughly the same amount of filament.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like it. But what I've done, this is my normal paints, my Fanatics.
You could probably market them, to be fair.
No, I don't think you. I'm not. You know
They
what?
seem a lot
You-
more sensible than most paint racks you buy.
Well, yeah. So this is for my washers. You can see where I'm going now, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
color.
This is for my speed paints,
That's gray. Yeah, cool.
and then I've got green filament and black filament ready for my metallics and my effect paints, and then the purple ones, they're not going to be for the. What I'm going to do is I'm having a rack. It's like a little. I can't. It's difficult to show because I haven't assembled it. There we go. That's the side of the rack, and then you have them going in something like that, so you get the idea. And that's going to be for my AK Interactives. And then you've got another one. I haven't printed the top. I've only printed the base. That's for the Mr. Hobbies. And then when I need my AK Interactives, I'll have an empty purple one, and then I can just select which ones I want, and then they'll sit on the desk like so.
Well done.
Yeah, but
nice.
it's 7 hours to print 3 of these. You have to print them that way, and I panic every time it does a hole. So as you can see, once it gets there, it's got 2 sides, and then as it comes up, it joins them.
Yeah.
And then as it gets to the join, the ends just curl up ever so slightly, and the nozzle hits them. And if they curl up too much,
Yeah.
it actually knocks a bit of the print off. I've got one where it's actually snapped a bit off. I was lucky because it snapped it off, but then carried on printing, and it kind of picked it up. So I'm using the rack until I finished. And there's one that's on one of these prints, but because I'm printing 3 at a time, once it's gone sort of a third of the way through the print, if one of them fails, it's just easier to keep going. And then once it gets to 2/3 of the way, if a second one goes, it's easier to keep going. So I'm not always getting 3 at a time off. Anyway, I got rather technically involved there, didn't I?
All right.
That's
Like I
good.
said, they're a lot more sensible design than a lot of paint holders and things.
Yes.
They would actually be really useful.
But I've not finished printing these off, and I've already found a motorized carousel because I found the Gridfinity system, which is basically you fill everything up with these. And then this is a paintbrush holder I made because they've got a little, it takes me about 2 minutes. So then you put magnets in the bottom of there, magnets in the holes on those, and then they fit in however you want them.
That'd be cool.
And I like that because the problem I have with my paintbrush holder is I can't get my fat brushes in.
Yeah.
Like this one. So I've made this one 3x6 for my smaller paintbrushes, and then this one 2x5 for the big brushes. And that makes me happy.
Well, when you're settled in the new year, in your new house, I may come and see you about a sprue rack because I get sick to death of digging through boxes every time I need different parts.
A sprue rack. Oh, that's
sprue rack.
easy enough. What, wall mountable or just one for the wall?
No, Yeah, just one I can put on top of me storage rack here.
Okay, right.
So
If
then
you
it's
send
just
me
like with the
dimensions,
letters
and
A to F on it.
I'll start working on it, because that will give me something to do that won't actually cost me money. Because anything, so I can't do CAD design, I can't do all this texture and this, that, and the other. But what I can do is I can break things down to, as you can see, I can break things down to circles and straight lines. And I've been working on, remember when I told you about my draw system I made?
There you go. There you go, Penny.
Yeah, I can make
Dom's
one of
got
those,
one
no
there.
problems. So I've been working on this draw system.
Maybe with the I think the way I'd like it is, like you got the vertical letter racks.
Yes. Well, look, as you see from my draw
on the
system,
front,
I'm already
A to F.
Well, look, it looks like I'm halfway there anyway, because this is my draw system. So there's the side that goes in there, and then this is the top. And then what I'm working on now is the dividers, but I think the dividers are pretty much the sides, because they will fit in. So all I need to do is do your framework like that with lots of cutouts, and then I'll do one divider in the middle, and then we just print it off multiple times. So
like I said, just put on for each slot, put the letter of the alphabet next to it. So that's where I can just look at it and go, right, that's where sprue A is.
Do you want? I'll go one better, because they don't always do them by letters, do they? Sometimes they call them like A1, A2. No. So what I can do is we'll make you a little slot in the back, and then I'll make you up loads of plates in a different color, and you can just put the appropriate slot in.
That'd be awesome. Thank you. That'd be brilliant. Thank you.
I mean, it means that there'll be like 58 different files of which you'll only need about 4, but I'll do that for you.
Awesome. Thank you.
What colors do you like and dislike?
Let's crack on with the chat, because we've got.
Okay.
Ooh. Let's go for my logo colors. So blue, white, red, and pink.
Okay. Yeah.
Or whatever colors, I don't mind. So let's crack on with the chat, modders. Oh, dear me. Martin says, sorry to be thick, but what does DM'd mean? Means he sent you a private message, mate. Yeah, Sonic says direct message. Jim says, Dieter, safe travels to you. Vive la France. Yeah. Sonic has also sent you a friend request, Martin. Martin says, where do I find that? Sorry. Top left-hand corner of Discord. Sonic says the top one has a Discord that has the Discord logo. Hover over it, and it should say direct messages. I'll tell you what. Easiest way. Just check there's nothing. Shouldn't see on there. Yeah. So if we make my screen bigger. Sonic, can you send me a private message on Discord, buddy? So that Martin can see how it works.
Just not the usual one of Sonic without his shirt.
Oh, that's the tame one.
I just need the notifications to pop up. I just want the notifications to pop up so Martin can see where it is.
Nice.
So actually, there you go. So there you go. Scott's just sent me a private message. So, and Sonic has. There you go. So if you look there, you got private messages come in there. And then you can also press on that as well, which will take you to the list of private messages that you've got. Cheers for that, guys.
I've just had a mail call.
Ooh. Athol says, well, Penny, Celia and I have come up with an idea for number 25. We keep back at what we spend on hobbies for hers and mine. 25th holidays somewhere abroad. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I
25th wedding anniversary.
nice. Let me get you something then, Athol. What's 25 years?
I don't know.
I'll have a look.
One more than 24 and one less than 26.
Yeah, I'm only on. I'm only coming up
being
to 10 years. So,
serious. Oh Jesus, it's diamond.
yeah.
Too late now. You
No,
know
it's
it.
silver. It's silver. It's all right. Silver's fine because it's a bit cheaper.
I was going to say, you know what you could do, Penny, for a diamond one?
What's that?
Get an STL file of a diamond shape and print it in clear
Yeah.
resin.
Yeah. Well, now that I know it's silver, I can print something off in silver filament.
Yeah. Sonic says, took me a while to get the hang of Discord as well. Yeah. Matt says, got that now. Thank you. Excellent. And he said it's silver. It's mine and Kay's 10th wedding anniversary next September. Woo.
Is it?
Ooh, congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank
What you mean? She's put up with you for that
You're
long?
still new. I know, right? Well, we got through them comments quickly. Yeah. So, there it is. So this is what I've been doing.
Mhm.
Oh, that light is awful. Right. Tell you what, flick that light up so we can see better. There you go. So I've been working on this lovely little 176 railway truck. Oh, when it focuses. There you go. So I've been painting the cab of that with brush paints. So just got to paint the inside and the underneath. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. And that's I just broke that. And that's the inside of the back with the wood panels. There you go. So, we will go not for John. We'll go to Tim. What have you managed to achieve?
So I bought some models off eBay to save myself some monies. And I've basically spent a bit of time this afternoon scratching all the old flock and rocks and things off it, and then building new bases for them. So
Wow.
this will end up having like a kind of like a babbling brook kind of thing through the middle. So I'll have wet effects and stuff and go down. So yeah, did the big model, 3 of those wood guys, and I'll bring these little doodahs up, the kind of fairy boys. Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah, just painting these, which, as far as I'm aware, they're sort of elf spirits bound to trees with bugs.
Like pixies and things.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, so it's like they're these old elf spirits. So I kind of did them like a ghosty green color that are like animating, these wooden kind of bodies, and they've got like insects attached to the back as the little jump packs. But
I've just realised with your hair like that and with your your ears on your headphones, you look like the human Australian embodiment of Mufasa. You've got like a lion's mane swept back with ears sticking out and everything.
It's out of control. I haven't got a haircut since I discharged. So yeah, I've had a bowl cut when I was 1, and then I've pretty much had a buzz cut or a high and tight like my entire life, because I went through schools that had rules and then joined the military, and now I got out and I'm back at uni, and I'm gonna be a long-haired Yahoo, and I'm gonna grow my hair once while I have it.
Nice.
But yeah, it's tragic.
Oh, he's even got a bob in it and everything.
Yeah. No, it's a mess.
Mine now, my fringe. I think when I don't cut it, before I had it cut, it actually came to the back of my head when I brushed it back, which was
Yeah,
very weird.
It's not in regs, mate. Sort it out.
Thing is, right? The hair there is just as long as the hair there, but I'm going grey there, so it looks like it's a lot thinner.
Yeah, well, my younger brother's taken after John, so he's he's heading the way of the snow fox.
So he was grey at 12 years old then.
Yeah. Well, his vacation to Iraq, I think, accelerated that process. So he's probably about 50% salt now. He's 18 months younger than I am. So
I think marriage accelerated mine.
Yeah, it'll do
it. Dom, what have you managed to achieve during the session, buddy? If you can hear me.
Say it again, Mike.
What have you managed to achieve during the session? What have you worked on?
What I'm working on? I'm working on a diorama voor mijn Machinekrieger. Dit is de Machinekrieger.
Yeah.
A little bit rusty. Not too much, not yet, maar I need to weather it more. And I zoom this a little bit in. Then is a look more this way. This is then the diorama, and I make a waterfall coming down to here, and then falling down to here, and he is coming on this side.
Nice.
Yeah, I am busy this weekend with this one.
Yeah, it's looking good, buddy.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's something different than normal.
Yeah. And last but certainly not least, Penny, what have you managed to get up to?
All I've been doing is watching you read the comments out and then blabbering on about nothing. I have been doing this. I've been doing some experimenting with some speed paints.
Oh, there we go.
So remember this little Phoenix, which the base came out not good.
Yes.
So I've been playing around. So I've been watching a guy called, I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, Dan Sarasto.
Okay.
He's been getting a lot of hassle actually for he's calling it slap chop or chop on chop, where what he's actually doing is he's doing the speed paint, but then he's dry brushing it and then he's doing another color on top to reinforce the color. And I've I'm not really that far in, but this is the red for the speed paint. Yeah. And then you probably can't see it, but I've then dry brushed over it and gone over an orange. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly dry brush the edges and then go over a yellow to give it that kind of red, orange, yellow. But it's quite good actually. I just wish I had a better camera for you. I'm stuck with a laptop built-in camera.
It's fine.
I've done the rock, but I only did the rock 2 shades of grey.
Yeah.
And it looks okay. And then all of this is going to be fire. As you can see, I've got a hell of a job doing that. And it's just, I pick it up every now and again and get on with a little bit. As you can see, I've done the beak and the feet, which just needs a wash and highlight. But I'm rather excited about, I just really wish I could show you that tail there. It's just, I can't.
What you can do, Penny, is take photos of it and put it into the Discord.
Yeah, could do that. But it is actually pretty good. But I'm learning so much about the speed paints.
Yeah.
Things that I'm doing wrong with them. And also these reds are so saturated in color, you have to really dilute them.
Yeah.
And then the orange, it's like I've diluted the red 50-50 with speed paint medium. I can see why they give you a massive bottle of speed paint medium, because you'll get through that so quickly. But it's good fun actually.
Excellent. John, what about you, buddy?
I've done quite a lot. So what I've managed to achieve is, I started off with the walkway templates had been painted black and then put a mask down. So they've now been painted ocean grey again. The mask is still in place, so it's all grey. And I've gone, as you can see, I've started putting on the masks, the top-notch masks for what I've realised, I made a mistake. This is for a typhoon. This is not a tempest. But as you'll see, there and there,
Pretty much the same colour scheme anyway.
Yeah, it's the same scheme, which is really what I was going for. The difference is the nose, like whether it's got a Centaurus engine or the Napier Sabre. So that's okay. It's going down okay, and you can see it's looking like, you imagine these bits they'll be staying grey and the rest of it will be green. But you can imagine even if it was reversed, it's looking like cam. So that's nice. However, these are the instructions for it, right? Apart from it being really hard to read the red, it's sort of backwards. So looking at the
I've been no
wingtip
good with that
here,
because I'm red-green colourblind.
yeah, but it doesn't really matter about like that. But can you read what it says on the wingtip there on that stencil?
No.
It says 5. So
I
5
can't read
is
red.
not. Yeah, 5 is on the green bit there, and you've got 4 on the green bit there, and blah blah blah. But it's reversed. So the 5 is actually the grey bit and all that sort of stuff. It's just very much backwards.
Well, for Mikey, it's all the grey bit on the grey bit.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's all going on okay, as you can see.
You know,
like,
you're
they've
not
got cut
wrong.
out there for the horizontal stab and everything else. So so the bits that don't match up perfectly, I'll just put a bit of tape there, and it'll be fine. Yeah, but that's me. Oh, and the other thing I've done is this is a Bulldog, so I've got the polished aluminium nose and then the flat aluminium for the rest of it. Although it's not flat, it's very glossy. It's the same with the wings. They're looking very
I love that colour.
shiny.
Very nice.
Yeah. A long way to go, and I don't want to touch this because, if you touch it, it'll just rub the silver away. So I need to be careful with how I manage that. But as you can see there, it's you can see a fair bit of a differentiation there. I've actually missed a bit there. You can see I've masked it wrong, so you still see a bit of the black primer underneath the rear bit there. But it'll come good. I'll just sort of fix it up. But that's coming along.
See,
And that's me. That's what I've done. Is these two things, exactly what I wanted to get done today. So hooray!
Yeah. See, Tim, with what you were saying then about the grey on grey stuff, you're not actually wrong, because the lighting, to me, that does look like dark grey on slightly lighter grey with slightly lighter grey on the bottom.
Yeah. One of my best mates is red-green colourblind, and so I've been able to take the mick out of him for the last 14 years.
Yeah, it's a pain.
So what colour is my t-shirt, Mikey?
Sorry?
What colour
It's
is my
red.
t-shirt?
It's like a dark red, isn't it? Like a maroony colour.
Yeah, so you can see that.
Yeah, it's like I can see the red. Where is it? There. I can see that red.
Yeah.
But it's when you put red and green together, I can't see the difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like when we did the trains, sometimes around the
Yeah.
boiler, you have the green paint on the boiler, but then you have a red band around it sometimes.
Right.
When I tried to do that on the Evening Star, it ended up looking like a kid had got a lipstick and drawn a line around it, because I kept, every time I went to paint it, I could see the red on the brush and I could see the green paint. But the minute I touched the brush to the green paint, I couldn't see the red anymore. It looked like it was on the brush and then just disappeared.
Right.
And it was only when I
that'd be
took a
a
photo
pain.
of it that I was actually able to see it. It messes with your head sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, not jealous of that one, mate.
That's why I try and avoid painting red as much as I can. We've got a few comments, so just quickly rattle through them before we finish, because we don't want people to think we're ignoring them. Marty said, I remember the Queen's Silver Jubilee. Sonic says,
Yes,
thumbs
sir.
up. Julian says, back. Martin, we had 33 years before Helen passed 4 years ago, so that means 37, because I'm a great believer that if we have our soulmate, then we found them afterwards. We stay with them. Jim says, "Hey there, Dominic. Found a pic of Type 87 Volkswagen deployed to North Africa. That's what mine will be painted and marked as." Cool. Paulie says, "Hi, all. Just in. Hello, Paul." Mart says, "Jim, is that the Ryfields Beetle? Must finish the build of that one I've got." Yes, it is. Jim says, "Paul Marley, good day, mate." Julian, Mum and Dad had a month shy of 47 years of marriage, about 50 years together, when he died with prostate cancer in April 2008. Oh, bloody hell. Graham Nemo's in. He says, "Finished work for Christmas, just made it on. Better late than never." Nice to have you with us, buddy. Don't forget, we will be back next week as well. Jim says, "Martin Manford." Yes, it is, Martin. Very nice model. Jim Gray Nemo. Welcome, Graham. Julian, Bob, that was my granddad. Julian, hi, Graham. Dutch Dave, nice stuff, technique. Dominique. Julian, for dioramas, I've seen Kitty Litter used for model rocks, plentiful supply and cheap. Yeah, I use the silicon crystal ones. They look really good for sharp rocks and things, especially on dragon vignettes and things. Julian says, "Evening, Paul." LJ says, "Cat." And Jim says, "Julian, hi, mate. I've used kitty litter for that purpose, and it's quite convincing." Yeah. There we go. That was quick. Right. So, yes. Next week, we will be back on Monday at 12 o'clock till 2. Then on Christmas Eve, which is the Tuesday, we'll be back, me, Modders, and Steph will be back, 11 till 1. And then on the evening, I'll be doing a live stream with Mr. Malcolm Charles of Models for Heroes from 7:30 at night till 9:30, where you can all come up and do a bit of modeling and chat and get to know him. And it's all going to be about you guys getting to spend time with Malcolm, same as me and John get to. We're very fortunate like that. And then, oh yes, Monday, we're doing the Christmas quiz. Penny.
Sorry, say again.
On Monday, we're doing the Christmas quiz.
Monday, I think I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
You're doing a quiz.
I'm working. I think I'm working.
Okay.
Because Monday is Monday, isn't it? 23rd.
Yeah.
I think I'm on a very late shift.
Yeah.
So I might be all right. I got a feeling I don't start till about 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Well, it's 12 till 2. So
I can make it then.
There
If
you
I
go.
get ready for work before the stream.
Yep.
Excellent.
And then on the Tuesday night, Christmas Eve, we're doing the live stream with Malcolm. Christmas Day, I think it's about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Modders will be doing a live stream for anyone who's on their own on Christmas Day. So you can go up and do some modeling with Tiff and Mr. Evans and stuff. And then we're off on Boxing Day. And Friday, the following Friday, so the 27th, we'll be back for this session again. So, yeah. So we're only having one day off as a team.
There we are.
Yeah.
Question: if all 4 of your leveling wheels falls off your 3D printer, that's not good, is it?
No,
It's
not
still
generally.
level.
Yeah, well, beat me to it.
My printer has actually shook the leveling wheels off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Won't fall any further.
Well, I think instead of printing straight up, it's going to start doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to stop the printer.
You'll have a wonky donkey.
It's a shame because it's like 70% of the way through the print.
That's
well.
That's what I was going to mention before we go. I can do the Amazon affiliate thing now as well.
Oh, nice.
So if anyone sees anything in one of the lives that they would like, let me know, and I'll put the affiliate link in the bottom. It's what it does is if you buy it through that, it doesn't cost you anything more. But what Amazon do is they give the channel 12% of the value, whatever
Wow.
you've purchased. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's another way of helping the channel, and so I get some better lighting, especially on my desk and things. Yeah, and I can get the guys Christmas presents like I've done this year. John, you might get a slightly better one next year because I only got you a little kit.
Okay.
It's just a tape recorder going, "Shut up, John."
No, we got him the kit for the next build, didn't we?
Oh,
Because
you're
he
good
couldn't-
to John. I hope he appreciates it.
He
Certainly
does.
do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We've got some quick comments before we go. Grave says, need to catch up with your Fokker D7 builds. I'm curious to see how they compare to mine. Yours is probably a lot better, to be fair. Tiffany says, don't forget we have a Christmas quiz on Monday. Yep. Jim says, we've seen you all. LJ says, hopefully remember to come and hang out with you all in future. Been fun. Thanks. Have a good and y'all. Click on the notification bell, LJ, and join the Discord if you want. We always post the videos the night before, so you don't forget. And Marley says, is it finished yet, John?
Yes, it is. Bye-bye.
Sonic says, cheers, guys. Yeah, if you're not sure how to get into the Discord, LJ, drop me a line on Facebook. You've got me on Facebook. And I will send you the link to join. There you go. Right. I've had enough now. You're doing me headed.
It's been good.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to see you all.
Yeah, cheers, Timber.
See you later, everyone. Bye.